Hey, what are you doing here? Ah, I see. Hey. Sorry for bothering you so late in the night, guys. Um, Before I move on with what I want to talk about here, I think we need to start a little bit at the beginning. Back when I was a kid, my foray into the smartphone rabbit hole started with the Nokia N95. I don't know if you would consider that phone quite smart. Yes, it could install Java applications. I guess if you have a Java applications on your phone, you could do anything, essentially. Had a lot of multimedia functionality on that phone. It was pretty advanced. It was one of the more advanced phones I had back then. Then came the iPhone and Android phones, and I just went deeper and deeper in that rabbit hole, And I lost so much time to it, to random shit. Facebook, Instagram, lost myself a little bit even on Snapchat at the time. And, it didn't help that as time was moving forward, communication was kind of like decentralizing a bit and then re-centralizing again. Like at this point, people only talk on a couple places, which is WhatsApp and fucking Facebook Messenger for some reason. Like we were supposed to move forward and nobody uses Signal for some reason. And Signal was probably the better choice. I don't see a lot of people using it. I think the market around these apps has changed too much. All these companies behind these apps have always made money out of this, and normally they always do it through advertising, right? They put ads on your app, and they get paid to show those ads, and they get paid more to show ads if they have a better result, right? And the bigger problem here is that currently the market demands your attention more. The more time you spend on these apps, the more they can show you ads, the more they get monetized, yada yada yada. It's an endless cycle where you essentially are turned into a money printing machine for these kinds of people. People normally tend to misuse a lot the phrase, if the product is free, you're the product, right? You're not even the product. You're a money printing machine. You're the fucking hamster spinning wheel that puts money on the table for all of these big Silicon Valley investors and stuff like that. How does this happen? So, dopamine is key in habit formation. It's the chemical in your brain that allows itself to form connections and behaviors that get cemented as time goes on. Essentially, when you do something and it results in a reward, you get a little bit of a dopamine release. Now, it won't happen all the time, but if you do something and it doesn't generate the reward, you'll actually get a dopamine low. And when you get the reward again, it'll dip again, and that strengthens even more that connection in your brain. That's the main particularity that also explains addictions, because stuff like gambling, smoking, stuff like that, dopamine plays a large part in that, because some of these substances or even activities like gambling, for example, what'll happen is you're not always going to get a high all the time, right? So whenever you do get reward, the dopamine high will be much higher, and it'll start cementing that behavior in your brain more. I gotta do this, maybe I'll get a reward, and you'll be so enticed by the prospect of the reward that you won't even notice how much it has cost just to get to where you are, right? And smartphone apps currently, they employ exactly the same strategies. I don't know if you have noticed, like, everybody seems to think, oh, but it's just a string of reels. To me, the reels functionality on Instagram, the sliding thing on TikTok, the fucking reels thing they put on Facebook, on Twitter, it looks like a goddamn slot machine now. And it's basically what it is. It's a slot machine. You might get the kind of videos that you want to watch. You might not. You just keep on scrolling, and eventually you might hit on something. You're just gambling with your time. What do I mean with all of this? Well, I have not always been the most disciplined person out in the world. For a long time, I was using the phone that is being used to record this video right now, which is an iPhone 13 mini. It's been sitting on a drawer, catching dust, and it only comes to the outside when I need to take photos quickly to send over to this MacBook, or record a video or audio, as it's doing right now. So what kind of phone am I using currently? Well, using this little boy right here. This is a Kyocera 902KC. This is a flip phone that runs like Android 8.1, so it's super potato. It's got like 8 gigs of internal storage and 1 gig of RAM. It's really bad. This phone has everything I need for everything I do with it. It's connected to my Raspberry Pi, which is running Home Assistant, so I can just control all my lights through here. I don't have a lot of lights. I have like the main light. I can just show you this. Yeah. And also the end table light. Yeah. I have a special version of Signal called Molly. It's the open source fork, which allows you to use like a different notification server, so that it doesn't start draining your battery, because this doesn't have Google Play services. So yeah, I also got an app in here that serves as an alternate alarm. It essentially allows me to use a QR code as the only way to deactivate that alarm, and it works pretty well to wake me up in the morning. Back when I was on my iPhone, I used to use an app called Alarmy for that. But essentially I started getting a little bit jaded with the app because of the way it was implemented, which was starting to cause an immense drain on the phone's battery. I could list the number of reasons why I stopped using my iPhone, and one of the main reasons was because that goddamn screen was starting to look like an abyss, trying to pull me inside, never wanting to let go of me. I could never figure out if the thing was trying to like think of new notifications to send me, to try to pull me in to do stuff that I didn't even need to do. I didn't even have anything else on my phone. I don't have Facebook installed. I don't have Instagram installed. I only have the basic utilities, and it still felt like it was pulling me in. It did not feel healthy at all. I didn't feel like I had a healthy relationship with what I considered my phone. I think that's mainly one of the reasons why I switched to this phone. I guess you could call it a dumb phone, because there are certain things it can't do, and there's a lot of things that it shouldn't be able to do. God damn, shut the fuck up.
もしもし、ドナルドです。
Mira bien, hijo de tu puta madre.
There's a lot of things that I set up on this phone to work exactly how I wanted it. If you wanna get into this dumb phone rabbit hole instead of the one that whatever rabbit hole you're trapped into on TikTok or something like that, just hit me up, or I recommend consulting the r/dumbphone subreddit. That's how I started getting involved with this kind of movement, and yeah, that's it. Bye.